Hi students, in the last class we have discussed about isothermal process. Today in this session we are going to discuss another interesting topic, that is adiabatic process. This is unit 1, class 14. In this class we are going to cover this topic, that is adiabatic process, that is PV to the power of gamma. PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. So first we should know about the adiabatic process. How can we define adiabatic process? Means the thermodynamic process in which there is no heat transfer involved is called adiabatic process. Or we can define in another way, in this process there is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. In this process there is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. So that is called adiabatic process. The process in which the working substance neither receive nor gives out heat to its surrounding, that is also adiabatic process. Okay. So in adiabatic process, no heat leaves, no heats enter into the system. No heat leaves and no heat enter into the system. It means the system will not receive any heat and the system will not gives out the heat to the surrounding. Okay. So this is about adiabatic process. I hope you understand about the definition of the adiabatic process. Let us see PV diagram for the adiabatic process. See here. So here we are taking a piston cylinder arrangement. So in this cylinder we have gas. So initially the piston is at the top dead level, means at TDC position, at this position. So at this position at stage 1. So at this position, so we have temperature T1, volume V1, pressure V1. So if we apply the force on the piston, means if we drag this piston downward direction, so at this stage 2, we will have pressure P2, temperature T2 and volume V2. So how can we represent this in PV diagram? See here, at stage 1 we have P1, V1, T1 temperature. At this stage the gas will have these properties: P1, V1, pressure P1, volume V1, temperature T1. At stage 2 we will have P2 pressure, V2 volume, T2 temperature. So if we join these 2 points, stage 1 and stage 2, so now this is the adiabatic expansion curve. This is a adiabatic expansion. PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. So this is about PV diagram. I hope you understand about the PV diagram. So finally, so how can we define adiabatic process? Means the process in which the working substance neither receive nor gives out heat its surrounding that is known as adiabatic process. So in this process no heat leaves into the system, no heat enter into the system. So Q is equal to 0. So Q is equal to what? 0. So already we know that first law of thermodynamics. What is the first law of thermodynamics? Q is equal to U plus W. From the first law of thermodynamics, Q is equal to U plus W. So this is equation, consider this is equation number 1. Since Q is equal to 0. Why? Because this is a adiabatic process. That's why no heat enter into the system, no heat leaves the system. So that's why Q is equal to 0. So if we substitute this Q value in this equation number 1, we get W is equal to minus U. Means work done should be equal to internal energy. Internal energy is equal to work done. So we know that work formula dW is equal to PdV. So if we integrate this equation, both sides we get integration 1 to 2 process dw is equal to integration 1 to 2 p dv. So this is equation number. This is equation number 1 and this one is equation number 2. Okay. The given process is, what is the given process? Adiabatic process. The given process is adiabatic process. So PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant. This is a adiabatic process expression. PV to the power of gamma is equal to C. So from this relation we can write it as P is equal to C by V to the power of gamma. P is equal to C by V to the power of gamma. So substitute this P value in second equation. So in this equation, if we substitute the P value, P is equal to what? C by V to the power of gamma. So replace this replace this P with C by V to the power of gamma. So P is equal to C by V to the power of gamma. So substitute P value in equation number 2. We get W1 to 2 is equal to integration 1 to state 2 C by V to the power of gamma into dV. Okay. Bring this V to the power of n to the numerator. If we bring this V to the power of gamma to the numerator, it becomes like this. W1 to 2 process C 1 to 2 C into 1 to 2 V to the power of minus gamma. So C is the constant. So that's why we have taken outside the integration. So V to the power of minus gamma into dV. So already we know that integration formula, that is integration x to the power of minus n dx is equal to x to the power of minus n plus 1 by minus n plus 1. So this is the integration formula, general formula. So according to this formula, we can write it as same integration. If we remove this integration, W1 to 2 process is equal to C into V to the power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. So lower limit, upper limit. Okay. I hope you understand about this integration, removal of the integration. Next, if we apply the limits, upper limit minus lower limit. So first upper limit. So W1 to 2 process C into V2 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1 minus this upper limit. Next, substitute the lower limit V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. Okay, here the denominator is same. So we can write it as W1 to 2 process is equal to C into V to the power of minus gamma plus 1 minus V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 divided by minus gamma plus 1. Okay, so multiply this C value into the with V2 and with V1, we get W1 to 2 process is equal to C V2 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 minus C into V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. So where C is nothing but what? So this is a adiabatic process. What is the adiabatic process formula? Adiabatic expression, PV to the power of gamma is equal to C. C is equal to PV to the power of gamma, or we can write it as for two states, P1 V1 to the power of gamma is equal to P2 V to the power of gamma is equal to C. Okay, so here in place of C, substitute P2 V2 to the power of P2 V to the power of gamma. Okay, so in place of C, substitute P2 V to the power of gamma. Again here in place of this C, substitute P1 V1 to the power of gamma. If we substitute this C value, so here we get P2 V2 to the power of gamma into, again here we have V to the power of minus gamma plus 1, and in place of C we have substituted P1 V1 to the power of gamma into V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1. I hope you understand. And so here by algebraic expressions, a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to, how can we write that one? A to the power of m plus 1. Similarly here v to the power of gamma into v to the power of minus gamma plus 1 means we can write it as W122 process is equal to P2V2 minus gamma plus 1. Okay. Similarly, P1V1 minus gamma plus 1 divided by minus gamma plus 1. So here minus gamma plus gamma gets cancelled. Okay. Minus gamma plus gamma gets cancelled. See here, minus gamma plus gamma gets cancelled. Similarly, here also plus gamma minus gamma gets cancelled. So finally, we will have here W122 process is equal to P2V2 minus P1V1 divided by minus gamma plus 1. Okay. So if we multiply the numerator and denominator with minus, so we get P1V1 minus P2V2 gamma minus 1. Okay. I hope you understand. So this is the total work transfer in the adiabatic process, or we can write it as, so already we know that gas law, PV is equal to MRT. So P1V1 is equal to MRT1, we can write it as MRT1, and P2V2 is nothing but MRT2 by gamma minus 1. So here MR is the common term, put it outside. W122 process is equal to MRT1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. So this is the total work transfer in the adiabatic process. So finally, the total work transfer in adiabatic process is W122 process is equal to MRT1 minus T2 divided by gamma minus 1. And total heat transfer in adiabatic process is called what? 0. Q is equal to 0. So I hope you understand about the total work transfer in adiabatic process and total heat transfer in adiabatic process. I hope you understand. So the total derivation is here. Once again, observe this derivation. I hope you understand about the total work transfer and heat transfer in adiabatic process. Okay. I hope you understand. Thank you. Thank you so much.